Wolfenstein: The New Order is a first-person corridor shooter set in alternate history where Nazi Germany won the Second World War and a vast German Empire straddles the world. Your task, as Captain William B.J. Blaukowitz, is to help the Resistance take on this mighty enemy and take them down, aided by a diverse group of comrades and characters. Despite being released in 2014, New Order looks absolutely amazing on the PlayStation 4, rocking along at 60 frames a second with gorgeous environments and graphics. It puts some modern games to shame with the way it looks, and is definitely up there with any Call of Duty campaign or the likes of Titanfall 2. I won't go into too much detail about the story and characters, but trust me when I say that it's a lot more interesting and deep than you normally expect from a game of this genre. Blaukowitz starts off as a Duke Nukem type, but as the game progresses we learn more of his backstory and internal thought processes. The cast of supporting characters have interesting backstories too, and one of the more fascinating aspects of the environments is that as you're walking around you can eavesdrop on incredibly long conversations between the NPCs, moaning about the mould in the concrete or stories coming from different parts of the Reich. As the story progresses, it can feel like there are some cutscenes missing. The jumps from one location to another can be jarring, with normally just an audio description of what happened, but you'll quickly shrug that off once you're in the thick of the combat. And combat is where Wolfenstein: The New Order really excels. The guns feel great, with my particular favourites being the assault rifle and the automatic shotgun, but the sounds, kick, look and impact of the guns are as good, again, as anything that Call of Duty has to offer. Your AI enemies do a fairly good job of hiding behind cover and flanking you, so you've got to use the cover system, you've got to use grenades and alternative routes to get the best of them. It's worth noting that you don't always have to go in guns blazing. A stealthy approach where you use knife takedown to eliminate your enemies works just as well in many situations and is mandatory in parts of some of the levels. So, after all of these glowing comments, I've got to say that although I think Wolfenstein: The New Order is an amazing game, it suffers from the problem that all linear corridor type shooters suffer from: bottlenecks. Because there's only really one way through the game, occasionally you'll get to sections which are either tricky, frustrating, difficult, or normally a combination of all three, leading to the unwanted situation where you're playing the same level over and over again. Once you've figured out how to deal with the bottleneck, it's full steam ahead to the next section, but maybe because I've become accustomed to games with a more open world approach, I've increasingly less patience for these bottlenecks, and it's led me to walk away from the game a few times. And in fact, that's the situation I'm in now. After getting stuck on a tricky level and dying several times, I chose to walk away and write the review. So, although I love Wolfenstein: The New Order, and I think this first-person shooter campaign is easily on par with the likes of Titanfall 2 and the best that Call of Duty's got to offer, be aware that, like them, it does have bottlenecks in the gameplay, and you'll need patience and cunning to get past them. In conclusion then, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Great graphics, great gunplay, great story. I can't wait to get back to it, and it is absolutely worth buying cheap. Anyway, that's enough from me. Please put your questions and comments down below. Hit like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more of the same. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.